Hey guys, this is Chaomatic bringing another Let's Play that is right with the OP class. Please stand up. That's right, we're going to talk about the so-called OP classes in this Let's Play and whatever comes next. So stick around. And rain while producing spread. Wait, put your eyes up, and then you zen, and then you. Right, guys, we're going to talk about the OP classes up in here. I was actually online a couple of days ago, and I have my fiance's stepbrother plays WoW. He's very young, 14, 15, going on 15, and in the space of like half an hour, he's like whispered me like all this stuff, just over like maybe even an hour. I'll give him an hour, and he's just like, Shadow Priest are OP. I'm just like, oh okay, yeah right. You know, oh yeah, like I kind of heard about it, but I don't know much about it at all. And then like 15 minutes later, he's just like, man, DKs are so OP, and I'm just like, oh okay, yeah okay. Alright, I haven't had a chance to really play or PvP or anything like that because I was leveling my druid, as I think I've mentioned 100 times on this thing. I haven't really had a chance to PvP or anything, and he's just like, oh man, they're OP. I'm like, okay. You know, 5-10 minutes pass. Man, hunters are so OP. I'm just like, okay, I'm just like, alright, well, you know, how many classes are going to be OP in the next, you know, so long? And he's just like, oh, yeah, but hunters are really OP. I'm just like, oh, well, I don't know. You know, like I said, I haven't played any. And he's like, oh, well, they are. I'm like, okay. You know, I'm just going to have to take your word for it. Man, warriors are so OP! I'm just like, God. You know, at this stage, I'm just kind of like, you know, if all the classes are OP, does it mean that they're balanced? He's like, no, they're like overpowered, man. I'm like, whatever. Meanwhile, he's playing his like druid, and I'm just like, oh, come on, man, whatever. You guys are having a field day before this patch, so I had to do the old, man. This is just poorly scaled. I mean, they do this like every expansion. They upgrade everything to this new expansion, and it's all scaled at level 90, but they don't scale anything in between. Like, that's just obvious. I mean, you've got Holy Paladins. Like, I leveled a Holy Paladin with my Druid, as you would know, if you watched any of my channels, and he was one-hitting instant mobs that are supposed to be taken out by like 4 people. You know, there's just no scale there, and you can't expect them to. I mean, it's a big game. It takes you, what's the fastest record? 2.5 days to actually go through it all and level through. I mean, how long is that going to take to rescale all the spells? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's not exactly an easy thing or an easy task that just gets done overnight. Even though I mean, yeah, oh, well, they've been working on this for ages. Yeah, they have been. They've been working on the new content. They haven't been working on the old content, making sure everything's viable and stuff like that. I mean, they did a pretty good job considering. Who's a white chicken? You racist. I don't know if I need to love you, but I'm going to love you. Why are you scared, man? But yeah, so I was just kind of like, man, come on now. I mean, everything can't be OP. I mean, everyone's got some cool stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been bursted down. Like, rogues have been going, I can't and I'm just like, and now like you can see the difference between good rogues and bad rogues around. I mean, this subject's been talked about for ages, I know, but I haven't really I don't think I've thrown in my 2 cents in about like OP and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, rogues have finally got balanced, and now you get to see the good and the bad, you know, like you get to see who's going to survive and who's not. And rogues, from what I mean, I've dueled a lot of rogues, and I must admit, I'm on my warrior, which everyone's going to be like, derps. I smash a lot. Like, I probably smash about 80 to 90% of them. But the guys that beat me are the guys that burst me down in fucking seconds. So people are just doing something wrong. I don't know what it is. I mean, I played a rogue for a long time as well, but I haven't had a chance to play. Oh, they're following me now. Okay. Play them in this expansion. I played around with with their talents and stuff like that, but I haven't actually played it. I don't think rogue is going to be. I'm going to try and focus on my warrior and. Yeah, okay, I feel them. I'm accepting quests. I'm so confused right now. So, you know, you certainly can see the difference between good and bad now, though. That's about it. Oh, these guys helping me out right now. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So it's kind of touch and go. I mean, I think everything's come down to everything's a little more situational now instead. Like, now this is purely my opinion, right? So just bear with me. But they kind of, instead of, I think it's kind of returned to an extent, return to like certain classes counter certain things. I mean, like in vanilla, a mage could kite a warrior, which in my opinion should be the case anyway, and you know, that should be the way to go, because you're supposed to work as a team. Everything's not meant to be balanced. Your team is supposed to be balanced, you know, the team, you know what I mean? I think I'm stuffing this up really well, but what I'm trying to get at is you're supposed to work as a team, and that's kind of the goal of like a battleground. That's what it's supposed to be. You're not meant to be balanced with everyone. You're meant to be, you know, you're meant to be like a counterpart to a certain class or something like that. You know what I mean? Like your abilities are a little better than someone else's, but you should be working as a team and not just have, you know, the most OP'est class that you can find and just do a whole BG with the most OP'est class, is what I'm trying to get at. You know what I mean? Like that's the way it should have been approached. And with arena, I mean it's simple, right? 2v2 arena, you can't balance 2v2 arena. It is physically impossible. I mean, why not just get rid of it and have 3s and have 5s and then have your battlegrounds? Get rid of 2v2. And I know for the casual gamer, they're like, oh, but 2v2 is a little easier to get your points. I'm just like, well, there's PvP gear there. You know, if you want the best gear, find another person. It's not that hard. You find and trade another person. But yeah, that's my opinion on the matter anyway. I mean, as for OP classes, I think hunters are doing really well with their awesome aim shots. I mean, druids are having a field day with their running away again. It's like BC again. I don't know if anyone played during BC, but they could do what they're doing right now very easily. They always maintained it a little bit, but they're back to the efficiency they had it, and I'm looking forward. This is sarcasm, by the way, in case you didn't pick up on it. I'm really looking forward to doing 2v2 arenas with druids that are just going to literally run away from you constantly. And it's even worse when the bad ones do it, because they're just like dragging out you, killing them. But it's even worse that good druids can do it and survive pretty much close to anything. I mean, I play a warrior, so he's just going to cyclone and run away and heal up and then come, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of like, whatever, man. I probably will boycott 2v2 altogether because it's crap. But I mean everyone's just having fun with it. I mean, it's all new experiences here. That's all, you know, everyone's back to having fun. When you take out the competitiveness of arenas and battleground war games, not war games, but rated BGs. When you take that out, the community is really chilled. I mean, I know you can't just keep it out because then people get bored, but just in general, the community in itself is chilled right out, you know what I mean? Like, it's a fun environment to play in right now. There's no competitiveness. Obviously, competitiveness is what Blizzard strives for and is a milestone for, I suppose. But I mean, it's good to just have a break from the seriousness, I suppose. It's a bit of fun. I mean, yeah, when you lose, no one likes losing, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. it's just a lot of fun, and the seriousness is out of there. I don't know what I'm doing right now. What am I doing? Going to see Godfrey. But yes, so I mean, you can take it any way. I mean, I play a warrior, I've leveled a druid, I've got my shaman. I mean, shamans are having a lot of fun. Like, I mean, sure they're not getting what they used to, but man, they're getting a lot. They're still getting those good crits, they're still getting that massive burst. I mean, whenever I see a shaman, I go for him first. I do not let them sit there and cast, because it's the scariest thing, watching your health just plummet. I mean, everyone's complaining about second wind. I went all out on this druid who couldn't another warrior. I did a warrior in a battleground, but it only just started, so we were all out of cooldowns up, we were all buffed out, couldn't out DPS my second wind. And as a warrior, that's like one thing that you should be able to do. Like, I out DPS'd his fine, you know. Like, I mean, you hit a couple of abilities more often than not, you know, and you're going to out DPS it. I mean, warriors have got it pretty easy, but as for any food, as for every other class, like rogues, a lot of rogues can't do it, and I don't see how that's any even, I don't know, just rogues are having trouble, and I think it's time for rogues to actually get better. You know, stop having like a face roll freaking class, and actually learn how to play their class a little better. I'm not saying that it's always been like that, but now you'll see the difference between what a good rogue was and what a bad rogue was. So for all the good rogues out there, I'm sure you guys are a little sore, but you're getting better with your skills. It will help you tune out. And as for the bad rogues, you're probably just gonna have to find a new class or get better, you know. So I hope you guys like this episode. We're smashing them out. I'll probably keep it rolling, but I'm just gonna end this episode. I'm trying to do a level per episode. Yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys later.